Right here is the ridge pole, 2 boards glued together, 6 inches by 2 inches by 8 foot and 2 inches tall. Right here was a sketchy part, and I just walked the board over. I then screwed 9-foot tall boards on either side of this ridge pole, so it consisted of 4 boards all glued and screwed together, and the 2 outside boards were taller than the 2 middle boards, so that it was gonna hold the beam for the roof. There was a lot of water, so I used towels to wipe up the tarp and wring it out. And usually the first hour of the day I had to wipe up all the water, and then I started to rope up and harness up so if I fell I wouldn't get hurt. This part was kind of a scary part because I had to climb up onto that tiny ladder to then put the screws in on top of that ridge pole. I didn't have anything solid to tie my harness rope onto except for that line I had hung the tarp on. I figured if I fell, it might not completely hold me, but it would break my fall. Right here I'm putting the other 9-foot long lumber, and it's the final one for this ridge pole. I used a large C-clamp with a heavy-duty swivel to tighten these 4 lumbers together really good. There was glue between it too, so that needed to be smacked together. Then I screwed it together. Way up high, that was my first time seeing what kind of scenery I would have, so I relished in it for a quick suck-in. I used 4 flat hardwares with a lot of screws and 2 angle irons to secure the ridge pole onto the top of the roof base. The roof pitch is a 47-degree angle because the beam is 8 foot 2 inches, while the base line of the triangle is 8 foot. It's actually a little less than 8 foot. So I have a really steep roof, and I cut the lumbers longer initially just to see how it fit, because I would be bummed if I accidentally cut it too short to start with. To secure these studs, I used 45-degree angles on the base and 2-inch screws, 3/4-inch screws for the top of these angle irons, and on the top of the studs I used a nail gun with 3-inch nails, and the drills I used are Makita and Craftsman. Those have good batteries. Right here I'm making the upstairs window, which is a 2 foot by 2 foot window. Right here I'm putting in the fire breaks.
In the right place to move, in the right place for you. Always stay up all night, watch the neon light. Touch you once I go numb, heart beats like a drum. Feed your fantasy, give yourself to me. Stay in this moment, just hold on, hold on. We like tonight, babe, tomorrow it's gone. You and the moonlight is all that I want. It's all that I want, it's all. We can touch the sky, babe, it's a natural high. I know I'm alright when I look into your eyes. Give it to me funky, funky, give it to me. Give it to me funky, funky, give it to me. Give it to me funky, funky, give me that beat, that funky, funky. Give it to me funky, funky, give me that beat, that funky, funky. Give it to me funky, funky.
I put glue on these 9-foot ridge pole beams before I screwed it on. Right here I'm working on the ridge pole on the front side of the house.
Feel my beating heart all up in my zone. Well, let this go. Touch you the ones that go numb. Heartbeats like a drum. Feed your fantasy.
Right here I put glue on the other 9-foot ridgepole beam and then put it up there and use C-clamps to squish them together really good before I screwed them tightly together. And then I secured it onto the base of the house with 45-degree angle irons and also flat irons. This piece of lumber is 2 inches by 6 inches by 11 foot, and one end is cut at 42 degrees and the other at 47 degrees, and it fits in there perfectly. I use a level with a bubble in it to make sure that these studs are straight up and down, and sometimes I have to bring them back down and cut it a little shorter if they're not standing perfect. Right here I'm gluing and screwing together two 20-foot by 2-inch by 10-inch lumbers that's going to serve as the beam for the roof. 2 C-clamps to screw and tighten these boards together, and I left the C-clamps on it overnight. This 20-foot roof beam will be sandwiched into the ridgepole posts on each end. Like the bottom studs, these studs on the top are also separated 16 inches on center. Now I'm ready to put that 20-foot roof beam up. I screwed blocks along the slanted part of the roof line, and that's how I walked this roof beam all the way up to the top. And when it came time to drop it in on top of the ridgepole, it wasn't fitting, so I had to hammer it in because it was a little bit tight, but luckily it fit. I then covered it with a huge tarp. I kind of wish I bought a smaller one actually, And this was a lot of work actually pulling this tarp over. I was monkeying all around, climbing around, trying to get it there. Please subscribe and we can see the other chapters where I'm going to frame these upstairs walls and then put plywood on the roof and ice shield, then the tin, then stovepipe and a stove. As usual, there was ducks everywhere.